Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to another Axel 72 video. Pleasure to be joined by Tierney today, and we're here for the presser for a fight in which you're main eventing, a rematch. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling the best I've ever felt, to be fair, top of the world.
And I suppose the obvious question is, how is this camp different to ones previous to make it seem like you are top of the world?
Yeah, harder training, you know what I mean? Locking in 150%, becoming an animal in the camp, becoming a beast, someone that I've never been before, unlocking a new character. Do you know what I mean? And I needed it for this one because this is not only a fight, this is redemption for me.
And so you're going in with the mindset of course, a point to prove, I suppose, to an extent, and also getting revenge as well. And I suppose for your opponent, you know a lot about him. Obviously, you shared the cage with him in the past, but do you feel like a lot has changed between the both of you?
Yeah, of course, a lot has changed. I'm a champion. He fought me on my second fight, obviously. Can't keep banging on about the past of the past of the past. At the end of the day, one punch can change everything. But I've trained for the best, you know what I mean? I've trained for the worst circumstances, I've trained for the best circumstances, I've trained for a knockout, I've trained for a 6-rounder, 5-rounder, 3, 4, 2, 1, I don't care. I've trained as hard as I could possibly have trained for this. It's all about putting the work in what I've put in the gym into that ring on Saturday.
Do you believe whoever you was in against, they just can't have trained as hard as what you've done for this?
Yeah, well, I don't think the work ethic, I think he trains hard, but I think the work ethic that I've done this time will be harder than what he's done.
Are you expecting much today from Franco in the way of words? He's not really too much of a talker, but you've gone back and forth a bit.
Yeah, there's a bit of beef and animosity there, but in all honesty, I don't know what I'm expecting, to be fair. I'm not really bothered, because if it's war with the words, you know I'm going to win.
Of course, and do you feel like in general your confidence is just growing more and more with each fight?
It has to, you know, the publicity, the profile that I'm becoming, you know what I mean? Every fight's bigger than the last one. Every event's become a main event. Now we're about to headline the second biggest arena in Birmingham, but the biggest event ever in bare knuckle history in the UK, with the biggest fight ever in bare knuckle history in the UK. So yeah, I have to just rise to the occasion every fight now.
And I mean, obviously it's going to be, like you mentioned, a big stage, a big main event on a big show at BKFC. And how happy are you to now kind of be the face of BKFC, especially in Birmingham?
Yeah. I'm 100% happy to be. You know, I've worked hard for this. You know what I mean? It hasn't been gifted to me. I've been knocked out, I've lost, you know what I mean? I've been dropped, I've got back up, I've won fights, I've gone through hard times, and you know, I've worked hard to get where I am.
And obviously now your mentality is very strong, but I'd imagine after the first fight with Franco it would have been a bit different. And was there any doubt in your mind that crept in at that point?
With the first fight? Yeah, I never had I wasn't the same fighter I was now. Like, my camp was terrible. I think I had one spar the whole camp. I had a broken finger through 6 weeks of it. And yeah, there's a load of excuses, but I got caught with one punch. It wasn't about the prep and stuff. It was just that I took a silly shot and then I went back in for an exchange and got caught again. So.
And obviously bare knuckle is probably the most brutal sport in the world. Do you get much nerves going into fights, especially a big main event like this?
Yeah, of course. I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm scared of fighting. I hate doing bare knuckle fighting. When I have to jump in the ring and fight bare knuckles, it's not something that I'm happy at doing. I'm just good at it, and people love watching me. So I do it for the publicity and the fame and a little bit of the money on the side, but mostly for the legacy.
And this, of course, is for an interim world title. In your mind, is this your world title, or is it not quite?
This is the unofficial world title. Whoever wins out this one, which obviously with me, will be beating Dustin Paig anyway. That's how I see it. So I see this as the official world title. This is way bigger than the last fight for the world title. This is the biggest fight realistically in the welterweight division. Two of the best in the world for the welterweights. Two of the best welterweights in the world fighting each other for an interim bout. It's officially the world title.
And so I suppose you're saying there that Franco is better than the world champion at the moment?
Yeah, he's better. I'd see him better than Dustin Paig. I've got to give him his due. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter, but I'm going to beat him.
Of course. And one final question. I'm sure you're going to get a huge crowd coming out over the weekend. And what do you want to say to them?
Just want to say thank you for supporting me. As always, we keep on breaking records, 100 grand of tickets, becoming the superstar in the sport. And I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody that's bought tickets and supported me.
Of course, Connor, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it.